students, this is Latika Nair from Samarpan Gnyan school. Today we are going to study English of class 7. Children, in last class we studied about the desert, right? Chapter number 3, the desert of Supplementary Reader Book and Alien Hand. Now we are going to see the part 2, right? In last class we saw that what is a desert and what do you mean by sand dunes, what is oasis, right? So now we are going to see the other part of the chapter. So children, are you ready? Okay. So all living things need water in order to survive. The few plants and animals that live in deserts have developed the ability to require less water than most plants in the animal. So children, those plants and animals which are living in the desert area, which is covered in the desert area, requires very less amount of water compared to those people who are not living in the desert area, right? So they need very less amount of water, so that is the reason why they can survive in the desert area. Is it clear, children? So that is what given in this paragraph. So we will see further. Children, in last year, that is in 6th standard, you came across the chapter in English, that is desert, right? It was also related to the desert animals. So in that you studied about the camel identification. Mostly there are two types of camel. One is dromedary and the another one is bacterian. And the dromedary and camels are mostly, you have seen, which has only one hump and which is available in the Middle East. And the another one, that is bacterian, which is found in Central Asia. It has two humps, as you can see. Children, this you have studied last year itself in English subject. Okay. So now we will see the camel, that is the ship of the desert, can drink a lot of water at one time, and camels can do without water for days together. The reason is they sweat very less, and even children, when the camels feel thirsty, they can drink 30 gallons of water, about 500 full glasses, in just 10 minutes. So children, you can imagine that how much water a camel can drink in 10 minutes. And really, because this is the reason why camel can stay without drinking water for a huge period of time, right? And another reason is they sweat very less. We sweat because we must keep our body temperature constant. So this is the reason why we sweat. But we sweat when it gets hot, and this cool the body. So whenever our body is hot, whenever we are doing any exercises, our body becomes hot. At that time, to cool down our body, we sweat, right? Camels can stand high body temperature. So they are having a very high body temperature, and they do not need to sweat and can therefore retain the water. Retain, it means it can have water. The water they drink for a long period of time. So it can retain, means it can have the water which is drank by the camel for a huge period of time. So this is the way how the camel can retain the water in his body for a large number of period. The smaller desert animals do not drink water. So here you can see some of the animals which is living in the desert area. So these smaller animals do not drink lot of water, and sometimes they don't drink water only. They burrow, and burrow, it means they move underground. Here you can see the burrows. These are known as burrows, and these animals move into the burrows and they live inside, digging them up inside the underground during the hot day and come out at night to eat. And these animals are eating at night, right? They move inside their burrow whole day, and at night when the temperature is cool, at that time they come out and for the eating purpose. Some of them eat other animals and get water they need from the moisture. Moisture, it means wetness, right? So some of the animals eat the other animals so that it is getting the moisture from the other animals in the meat. Others eat plants and seeds and get water they need from the plant juices. So some of the other animals are eating plants and trees. From that they are getting some water content. Desert plant also adapt, it means change themselves to the life they lead. Cactus plants store water in their thick stems. Their roots lie close to the surface of the ground and quickly absorb, it means take in completely the moisture from the light rains that occasionally fall. So these cactus and the other plants which are there in the desert area, they absorb the water content from the surface of the ground, and whenever there is a light rain in the atmosphere, they absorb the water and they store their water in the stems. Here you can see this is the plant of aloe vera. How the plant of aloe vera needs very less amount of water, and it is storing, whenever it is getting the water, it is storing inside its stem. So, right, as such, the cactus plant also stores its water inside its stem. The major feature of all deserts is, of course, dryness and variations of temperature. In humid it means containing moisture climates, the moisture in the air acts like blanket and protects the earth's surface from the hot rays of the sun. So the moisture, it is covered all over the desert area, and it is absorbed, and it is as a blanket for the earth's surface to protect it from the hot rays, right? And many of the desert area has the issue of dryness, and the temperature is always changing over that. Variation of temperature happens. The absence of this blanket in the desert lands causes the desert to heat up rapidly during the day and to cool off rapidly at night. So here there is no blanket like structure, no humid right, available humid climate. So because of that, what happens, it is very cold in the daytime, and it is very hot in the daytime, I'm so sorry, hot in the daytime and cool at the night because it is not having any blanket. Okay, deserts are important part of nature's great plan. So they are there like the dense forest and the deep oceans. Just because they are hot and dry, one should not look up them as useless part of the earth. So children, here the writer is telling that desert is a very important part of the nature, and this is available here also, people can survive. So this is very important. Just like a dense forest and just like a deep ocean, desert is also should not be considered as a useless part of the earth. So children, here we have completed with our chapter, right? I remember that I have given you two questions of who am I in last class. So we will first discuss that and then we will start with today's homework. So in last class, I have given you two questions. One was, I have a green patch with fresh water and green trees grow near me. I am situated in the middle of a vast desert. I have a beautiful sight. Now guess who am I? So the answer is oasis. The another one is, I am available where there is no water. Strong winds carry me and deposit me in mounds. So now guess who am I? So the answer is sand dunes, right? So now it is the time for today's homework. So the today's homework is collect the information of plants and animals who live in the desert. So now I hope you understood the chapter very well, and thank you.